Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first female fight of the evening. This contest is 3 rounds of action in the flyweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, out of Attoh State. Please make some noise for G Babyface Attoh! In the red corner, fighting out of River State, she is Jay the Slay Osigwe!
All right, here we have our first female bout in the Face-Off Fight Night series.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
And all is set to see our first female fight tonight. It's the only female bout tonight, by the way. You know, Chi, Babyface, Attoh going up against Janet. Janet, fighting from Port Harcourt, and she will tell you how life has shaped her into what we're seeing, you know, right now. And I'm very excited for this one. It's exciting to see the women on the same stage, you know, as the men in mixed martial arts in Nigeria and Africa. And here we go.
And both girls,
both girls looking at each other.
Not to touch gloves.
Because they know each other very well, because there's a bit of bad blood between them, they are both careful.
Right, and you can notice the bad blood from the beginning, as both girls opted not to even touch gloves. They didn't lock eyes, didn't nod heads, didn't touch gloves, and that's a beautiful cross from Jane.
She means business. She's promised blood. She's promised vengeance.
Ooh.
And that looks like that's what she's getting. Ooh.
I mean, listen, before the fight, she was telling us that she's been working on the striking a lot, and she would love to put on a striking display against Jane, but if Jane keeps tagging her with these crosses,
the focus,
she might want to get back to that jiu-jitsu.
The way Jane is focused, you can see that she means business.
Yep, that was a low kick. She kind of a little bit missed it because she was also trying the same thing, so they kind of just kicked into each other. Both girls are still pacing one another. Man, Jane is rough with these punches. She's explosive, right? She is longer,
she is longer.
Jane is closing that distance so nice. Boom! Beautiful 1-2. That low kick distracted her.
That's that thing she does all the time. Allows her opponents to keep running at her. She sucks them in and then goes for the kill.
All right, so
and Jane needs to be very careful of that.
Right now, she's kind of timing the cross from Jane and timing that with a low kick. So Jane was able to land a few crosses early, right? And now you notice every time she's throwing that cross, she's getting countered with a low kick by Chi. She's getting met with that leg. Boom, again, right? That cross landed, but the kick landed too. Now listen, Chi's shin is a little bit high. She needs to put her head down a little bit because these punches are landing, and one of those could be lights out, young lady. Boom, boom. That was close.
Chi, I love the way she's keeping, even though Janet's trying to close the distance, she uses her kick to, you know, still keep that distance. Man. Because she doesn't want to get tagged by Jane at all.
Jane's bread and butter is that 1-2. So far, Jane's bread and butter is that 1-2. Here we go, and that's that 2, and that's another haymaker. Boom, and another haymaker, and another one. All right, Chi lands the elbow and breaks the distance. Nice, nice. I like it. Interesting. Switches to southpaw, bouncing around. She's got that karate stance right now. And Jane is calm.
And that's the beautiful thing about Chi, because she has all this background, you know, so she can switch in between fights.
It's really interesting to watch, man. It's really interesting to watch how some of these fighters think, right?
Left from Jane again, but she couldn't connect properly that time. Chi was too quick for her. She was able to move out of the way of the. Ooh, look! I love the way Chi keeps using her left leg to make sure she still keeps the distance.
Now,
as much as Jane is trying to, you know, close it.
Oh, she tagged it on the way in, though, right? Jane was trying to get in there, and she caught it with a cross, and now she's right where she wants to be. They're clinching. I would assume that she would have the grappling advantage in this position, but Jane is throwing those knees relentlessly.
Oh, it didn't work.
Tries a trip, did not get it. Beautiful defense. Boom!
Oh,
that's it.
No, he did it.
That's where she wants to be. She's got her on the ground. She's on top. She's got side mount. Now she's got the full mount. That was a little bit too easy of a transition. A little bit too easy.
And she's trying to get a choke. You can see she's put up.
I mean, right now, ground and pound would be bread and butter. No. Ground and pound would be bread and butter. She just needs to move Jane's body's posture down, and then she can rain from up there, man.
Janet needs to get out of this. She needs to get out of this.
Right now, Jane needs to try to turn a little bit so that her head is against the cage, and then she can use her back against the cage to toss him up and drag herself up. Oh, wow. She's got a heavy full mount. She's up on her chest right now. She's almost pinning that right arm down with her knee, and at that point, Jane's going to be in bad shape. Watch how Jane's right arm is down. If she can get that knee up and block the left bicep of Jane the Slayer, Jane the Slayer would be in a bad spot. She would have to deal with a lot of ground and pound, and that would not be where you want to be.
She doing everything to try and see if she can get a choke, but Jane has put her right arm in such a way that she cannot get that choke she's looking for. So she's got to resort to punching, punching the head, throwing the elbows at the head.
Man, you can see how she's got her arm, right? She's got Jane's arm pinned right behind her head. She's trying to pin that with her right arm so that Jane can't defend herself anymore. If she can get that, that's an Americana. She's going for the Americana. She just told the ref, she's like, hey ref, she's pulling my tongue. So she's going for that Americana. She doesn't have a tight one. Right now it's a Kimura. Pulls it down. This is rough. This is rough. If this slides a little bit more, Jane might be in trouble, man.
Jane is in trouble.
She's got her left arm on her right arm trying to defend that Kimura, right? See Jane's left arm? Wow.
She wants to finish it to the first round. She wants to finish it to the first round.
Oh my God, she's got her back. Whoa.
And it's over. The first round is over.
They called it?
No, the first round is over. The first round is over.
Okay. Oh, that was beautiful. The crowd is going wild, my man. The crowd is going wild. That was pretty, man. Yo, Jane got saved by the bell.
It's a risk worth taking. Take on life's risks confidently.
If yes, how long is the commentary?
More aggressiveness this round because that's a cross.
Because
as you saw last round, if she gets close and gets you to the ground, not pretty. Really not pretty. Boom.
Ooh, good right from Jane. You talk about her 1-2, and that's what she's been doing. But then, by now Jane should have seen what she's doing. Get her, let her get her 1-2 going for a while, and then she sneaks in, and then does her own thing. But then what is working for Chi so far is the fact that she's got a lot of background and she can switch from different parts and do different things at the same time. Jane is limited because she's all about her kickboxing and striking. That's all she's about.
But right now she's doing a great job of defending that takedown, right? She needs to dig that right underhook just to not allow Chi to get her hands in comfortable position and bring her down, because if she keeps throwing those knees and focuses more on the knees, she's going to end up on her back. Right, you have to understand that when you throw a knee off balance, you're on one leg. Being on one leg, that's what she wants you to do, man. She just uses your off-balanceness to just throw you down, and then she's on you. But that's a lot of. Here we go. Boom. That's a trip.
And that's all. That's all she's been trying to do. Now she's looking for the mount. She's looking for the full mount. She wants to put her in a position where she can punish Jane. That's what she wants to do.
She's been looking for that all day. And the idea is exactly what we were saying, right? When she was clinching up, and that's a full mount again, right? But this time it's really early in the round. Really early in the round, so she might have a lot of time to do a lot of damage from this position, right?
Jane's probably rested enough. She still has a bit of energy and a bit of. She's defending it better than we saw in the first.
Man. Wow.
What a transition.
Beautiful. Jane just turns it around and gets on top. That's a pretty scramble, man. Right now, that's not what you expected at all. But listen, Chi, I would assume she has a really good guard. She's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, and that's what they do. That's their bread and butter. From their back, they're really comfortable, right?
You can see she's made sure Jane's right hand
try
is
a triangle.
She's made sure
Probably going to attempt a triangle. There we go, and now she's got a triangle.
She's got a hand
she needs to pull down on Jane's head.
If
she can pull Jane's head down, right, she's going to impede her breathing really bad. Her foot is not locked behind her knee enough. If she can lock that foot behind the knee, she would get a lot more leverage. Whoa. Yo, Jane is resisting, right? She could also go for an arm from that position. So she has two options, right? Now her feet are in the cage, right? The ref can see that her feet are in the cage.
Now, she knows what she's doing.
Oh man, she reversed it, and now she's got a
reversed it so
head triangle. triangle. She's on top of her, and she's mounted her with a triangle. That's nasty. That's really nasty. Right now, it's about to rain down. Man.
Now here comes the barrage of punches.
Yeah, expect elbows,
Here comes the barrage
punches.
of punches to Jane's head. Oh, no, this
damage.
is not good for Jane. This is not good for Jane. Now she can do all the damage she wants to do.
Listen, she's not active enough. She needs to be more active from there, man. You have a position, you're on top. She can't really do too much. You've got her arm spinned as well. Right now is your time. You can even get an arm bar. The arm bar from there is easy work. All she has to do is twist one leg over the other, pass the right knee over Jane's neck, and pull the arm back, and it's all money. That's all she wrote. But that ground and pound is nasty. The ground and pound is really nasty.
Jane in every way trying to fight her way out of this.
She's working on that arm, right? She's got it in. She's trying to isolate it.
Jane understands the danger she's in right now.
Yes.
And every minute she's trying to
That's
kick
the arm
out,
isolated. Here we go. Now she's isolated her arm. She's working on the other arm. And Jane freed her arm. But it's still nasty, man. She's controlling this fight.
She's controlling the fight. She's in total control of the fight right now. And she can, all she needs to do is get the right arm out of the way, and then she can do a lot of damage on Jane right now.
Now, in Jane's case, what you want to try to do exactly is hip toss, right? And then hip toss with a turn. So you hip toss and you use your feet on the, here we go.
Beautiful.
Exactly what we were saying. You hip toss with a turn. And then you get out. Beautifully done, Joe. Beautifully done.
She's turned this
round.
Wow.
What a way to switch it. Oh, nasty.
And she's got a few more seconds in the first in this round
nasty
to do
ground
the
and
damage.
Pound. Yo, what a fight. That's a
You've got to
beautiful turn of
respect
events.
what Jane has done. You've got to respect what she's done, the way she's fought her way out of that, and now she's in a position at elbow, pinning Chi's head to the mat.
You can hear Chi's corner telling her she's got 10 seconds. She just needs to survive this, get back on her feet, and then
because she's in a dangerous
try to
position.
repeat the situation. Man, what a round, what a round, what a round, what a round. Joseph and both of these girls have got some bad blood between them. You can see after that round,
both fighters,
both of them were going at it.
Both fighters having some strong words for each other there. Both fighters going straight even after the fight. Highlight from the fight already. It's exciting to see the crowd here. Look at Jane there. The 1-2's going in there, and it tried the right hook, but it didn't connect properly.
Boom! That haymaker. Man, Jane is relentless with her attack. She's so aggressive. You have to love her approach to fighting. You really have to.
But then it's beautiful to see the way Chi keeps maintaining that distance. As much as Jane is coming in, she uses her left knee to keep her away. Don't come too close to me, because she understands she can get hurt. And look at Chi there, pouring in the punches on Jane.
I mean, listen, if I didn't know better, if it wasn't so early into the night, I would tell you that we are in for the fight of the night already. These girls are putting it on, man.
It's still early night.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, both of these ladies are putting it on. It's a back and forth. You have no clear winner. The last round, you got surprised by Jane's beautiful reversal on the ground, where she got the top and laid in some nasty.
This is Jane, the way she turned, defended the takedown, and now she's trying to look for her own takedown. Both fighters have really given their all. Both fighters have actually shown they know what they're doing.
Right, she was trying to get a triangle there. She had it for a few seconds. It was tight, but she couldn't get it done enough. Jane is a powerful lady.
And this, we're heading into the deciding round. We're heading into the deciding round, and both fighters need to throw something huge now.
All right, so this is the third round, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to see how Chi decides to approach this round, right? The first round, she decided to strike. Probably did not go the best. She ended up taking her to the ground, ended it in a beautiful manner for herself. Second round, the wrestling got reversed against her. So I'm really curious to see how this plays out right now. Now, both of these girls have been sizing each other up. Nobody's really being too aggressive. I think they've gained respect for one another.
They need to be careful
over the past two rounds.
The deciding round, they've got to be careful, and that's why they're sizing each other up. And Chi, this is our bread and butter. Allow you run into our punches. Allow you run into our tricks.
Watch, you see Chi's stance, you see how she's doing? She's got that lead leg hopping. She's looking for a side kick. She's looking for a side kick, but she got tagged with that cross.
Yeah, good right from Jane there.
And see, again, she's still laying down that same tactic where she tries to throw that side kick, and then if Jane gets in, she's just gonna try to grapple and take her down. And Jane's 1-2 is still bread and butter. Jane's 1-2 is still pretty, still tagging all night, every night.
I really don't think Chi wants to stand and get into a boxing match with Jane tonight. It's very clear Jane is the better striker, and that's why every time he looks to take Jane down to the mat and dominate her on the mat.
Yeah, I mean, if I were her at this point, that's exactly what I would do. This is the decisive round. Round 1 was clearly Chi's round. Round 2, you cannot be sure because she had some control, but Jane did a lot more damage standing up and actually more damage on the ground. So when you're going into round 3 now, being either corner, you can't afford to take the round off. You need to put some pressure on. You need to make sure that the referees, the judges, the crowd, everybody sees this in your favor right now.
And the revenge Jane talked about, this is the time to bring it on. This is the time to bring it on because if she really wants to have her revenge, then she's not done enough yet.
I mean, right now, Chi has her hands down. I think she's using that to distract Jane, to kind of bait Jane into throwing punches so she can duck under and try to take her down.
That was a kick to Jane's thigh.
But I wouldn't be sure how smart that would be because Jane is really quick to jump in, and these crosses are still going to tag her.
Jane ran into a jab there. Jane just ran into a jab. Ooh.
And that's 1-2 again. Now she's been staying at pace, but
and she's done that all evening. She's done that all evening, but they've not been effective.
And again, Joe, this round, right? She's on her back foot. Jane is landing more shots. As much as she might be missing, she's still landing more shots. She's being more aggressive. She's making her move back, right? And she being on the back foot, that doesn't look good to the judges. Beautiful low kick, beautiful haymaker. My God, my God.
And that's what Jane wants to do. That's why she wants to tag her as much as she can.
Yo, listen, that haymaker from Jane is wild. You feel like she throws it, miscalculated sometimes, a little bit wild sometimes, but not really. Not when it lands that many times, right? Low kick, 1-2, no 1-2.
Chi again, trying to look. Ooh.
That's a front kick. That's a haymaker again.
Right.
You can hear Chi's corner. They're asking her to take her down. They're like, hey, Chi, listen, single leg.
Because that's all she can do right now. Jane has picked. She's done more damage in this round.
My God, you heard that one from here.
Another left. Another good jab from Jane. This time connecting straight smack in Chi's face. Ooh, now don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake.
She tried to throw a spinning back kick. She missed it. She followed up with a 1-2, missed both. Almost fell into Chi's clinch, but she was able to keep the distance.
Another left jab.
Joe, this is getting pretty. This is a wild fight.
Ooh.
Very interesting to watch.
Jane isn't doing major damage, but she's picking enough points. She's picking enough points.
I agree, but she's doing more damage than Chi, right?
But then,
boom! Here we go.
Again,
boom!
She doesn't want to go into any grappling match. She wants to keep striking. She wants to keep punching, and it's clear that's her strategy right now.
That's her strategy, and the strategy's been working. The strategy's been on the money. This third round has been clean. Her distance management has been pretty.
It's been her round. The third round has been Jane's round all through.
Here we go. Beautiful jab.
Another left.
Beautiful jab. Nice counter jab there. Like her corner is saying, they need to see her win this round, but if Chi wants to win this round, she has to go for a takedown. She needs to take it down, and she needs to put pressure on her from the top. Moving on the back foot, Jane is being a lot more aggressive in the striking department. And in terms of significant strikes, Jane has all the significant strikes standing up. That right hand is money. Man, big knee. What happened? I'm not sure what happened. The ref seemed to warn Jane for something. I'm not exactly sure what it was.
She was complaining of her top being pulled. But I didn't see that happen.
I saw a knee landing.
I saw a knee landing.
That's what I saw as well,
I saw a knee and a left hook.
Boom.
Again.
That haymaker. Jane is powerful. She's bringing her on. She's like, hey, come on. Let's go.
She's trying to taunt her. But hey, and here we go. That's the end of the round.
Now that's my fight right here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stomach my one.
we finally have a decision.
Stomach three.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the official scorecard. Judge 1 scores it 29-28. Judge 2 scores it 29-28. Judge 3 scores it 29-28.
Just go to any of the hands.
And the winner, by unanimous decision, babyface Attoh!
This is
nice. Number 4 on 4. Yes. Number 1 on 1. 1 on 1. 1 on 1. Number 4 on 4. Come on, go back. Come back to your position now. Go back to your position. you alive, man. Come on, 4. Come on, 1. Another fight now. Go back, go on.